From 41 Seaver Way, welcome to the home of the New York Mets. This is Citi Field. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Miami Marlins going up against the New York Mets. All right, Singy, let's get right into it. He threw an absolute gem last time out.
Seriously, Boog. I mean, this guy was nearly untouchable. Opposing hitters baffled all day long. Impressive stuff, and we'll see if his teammate can match it today.
First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. And pitching in this game, David Peterson. How about a scouting report on him?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Stepping in, Otto Lopez.
Second baseman, Otto Lopez.
And that's outside. And we're underway from Queens. Next offering is in for a strike. And that's in the dirt. Fouls one off. 2-2. The lefty fires. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Graham Pauley, the next up for the Marlins. That one down the line, and that's just foul. Peterson, in his 5th season, he features a sinker, a four-seamer, a slider, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve. Ground ball up the middle, and it's through for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away. So up next, Xavier Edwards. Hitless in the first 2 games of the series. He's 0 for 8. And a strike.
Here's a player known for playing better in day games, which is not always the case. I mean, day games are different, Boog. Things change from game times to your daily routine, but he sure makes the transition look easy.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him. So that one has to feel good. Good job getting the foot down so he could catch it out front and pull it. Turned on it nicely for the knock.
Griffin Conine at the plate now. And that's inside. One out. Runners at first and second. And now 2-0.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
2-0 the count. Here it comes. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. 2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even. Just misses there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Derek Hill in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Hawley over at second. Edwards over at first with 1 away. In the air of the infield, and the infield fly is called. And time now for the Marlins lineup. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
In the dirt. First and second, 2 down. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series. That one finds the zone, and the count 1-2. Base hit center field. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. He will score, and the Marlins have the lead. 1-0.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Really not a pitch you want to swing at if you don't have to, because it's almost impossible to hit anything that far inside with any type of authority. That one tied him up, but still able to guide it into the outfield somehow.
Swung on, belted. And that ball is gone. His first homer of the year, and they throw 3 on the board. It's 4-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
So 2 away with nobody on. Matt Mervis getting ready to hit. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
Two outs. Outside low. Going to count 1-2.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
And foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
2 down, nobody on. Missed with a changeup, and the count now even up. Cut on and miss, struck him out. Inning over, although plenty of damage done. But the Marlins get 3 on the homer. It's now a 4-0 ball game. This is Mets Baseball on the Show NYC. And we're back. And pitching here today, Valente Beozo.
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA. And you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out. And not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
This one ripped, but foul to the right. And a foul ball. And that's off the inside edge. Now 1-2. And he chases that one. And there's one down. Here's Brandon Nimmo. And there's the strike. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ball popped up. Lopez hauls it in for the out. And there are two down. Here's the Mets lineup now. Saying they got their work cut out for them. Down a busload already in this one.
And a manager does not want to see his hitters going to the plate swinging like it's a home run derby. He wants hitters to put together quality at-bats, play the game that you've been playing and that you've been taught to play with this organization, and go out there and move the line. If you do that, you're going to score some runs. Maybe you don't win this ball game, but at least you have some momentum to carry into the next one.
Juan Soto, the next to hit, takes outside. 2 outs, base is empty. And that is in there for a strike. I believe that's the split. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
One ball.
And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. Pitch misses there. And that's ball 2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Now a pop-up on the infield. Edwards nabs it, and that is that. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. They trail it here 4-0. Back here in Queens, and now the DH, Dane Myers. Peterson back to work. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Clips the corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Got him swinging. And at the plate for Miami, Kyle Stowers. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. One out, base is empty. adds another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Lopez in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
1-0.
2 balls, no strikes to count. And that is out of play. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, third baseman, Graham Hawley.
Now the number 2 hitter, Graham Pauley. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. That one's in there. 0-1. And downstairs. Here goes the runner. Pitch is high.
2 strikes.
Throw to second. Out there. And the inning is over.
The catcher definitely looked ready for that stolen base attempt. Got in position quickly, and a strike down to second base to end the inning.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Well, in their win last game, this guy came up with 2 home runs, obviously trying to keep the roll going here in this one. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Well, it made it so comfortable for his club to secure that win. Very fresh team today, and it doesn't have to be all on him, but the way he's been swinging it, I expect him to have another big one.
Off the mark there. And the count is 1-2. This to third. Pauley. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting fifth, third baseman, Mark Vientos.
And now it's Mark Vientos. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. That misses, and it's 1-0. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91. Gary Simmons has the plate duty in this one.
Well, with Simmons, it's not always your standard strike zone, Boog. It kind of gives a little extra in some parts of the zone and then can be tighter in others. But I think the important thing is he doesn't get labeled as inconsistent. So you got to stay ready up there.
2 strikes.
Swing and a line drive, and that one's a base hit out into left center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Batting sixth, designated hitter, Jesse Winker.
Here's Jesse Winker. That's in there, and that's strike 1. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Now he breaks his bat. Paulie snags it. That's out number 2.
Batting 7, catcher Luis Torres.
Luis Torrens up now for the Mets. Just missed. Vientos off of first with 2 away.
Ball, that's down.
Next offering is in for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Lifted in the air out to left. Conine drops into the glove, and that will end the inning. Mets leave 1. They're down 4-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. And that clips the inside corner.
Well, he's back out here for the 3rd, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some. He doesn't seem to like to pitch up, hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
That misses. 1-2 to count. Caught him looking for the K. Xavier Edwards, the next up for the Marlins. Singled and scored his first time. And he lays down a bunt. And it goes just foul.
Ball 1.
The shortstop takes the ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. Not in time. It's a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
One out. Runner at second. And up next for Miami, Griffin Conine. Inside. 1-0.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Just missed.
Ball 3.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
2 on, 1 out. Here's the center fielder, Derek Hill. RBI single his last time up. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now, doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Nimmo hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, catcher Nick Cortez.
So 2 down now, and here is Nick Fortes. He's already homered in this game. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Fought off foul.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second.
Ball.
Close, but called a ball. And it's 2-1. That one fouled off. Pitch misses, and now it's filled up 3-2. Matt Mervis waits on deck for Miami. First and second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. So they strand a pair. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Marlins 4 and the Mets nothing. As we go to the last of the 3rd, and stepping in for New York, Tyrone Taylor. The pitch. Just missed. There's the strike. Foul ball there. And now it's 1-2. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Fortes down to first. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout.
Boog, if you can set up a good 2-strike splitter with the fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
Luis Angel Acuna in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. That one a little bit high, and the count is 2-0. And another ball. And there's the automatic. Inside, and that's ball 4.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have 1 more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Lindor now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Fastball is outside.
Well, here's a game Lindor will never forget. One night in July of 2023, he went 5 for 5 with a home run, 2 triples, and he scored 3 runs. That stat line is so rare, only one other player has done it. Guess who? Willie Mays in 1958.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. Gone. That one made it to the upper tank. A 2-run homer, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 4-2.
Really impressive hitting the ball that far going into the wind. Nothing was going to stop it from getting over the wall. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
Ground ball right side. Slinging it to first in time.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And now it's Juan Soto. He's 0 for 1. And that one is lifted in the air. Stowers sizing this one up, and that is that. Mets add 2 runs on this blast. It's now 4-2. You're watching Mets baseball on the show NYC. Back here at Citi Field, all set for the start of the inning. And now for the Marlins, Matt Mervis. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And there's a foul ball. That one not close. And that is ball 1. That one the other way. Makes the grab, 1 away.
Up next, for the Marlins, the designated
Now, Dane Myers. Struck out swinging his first time. Myers, in his second season, 29 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2017. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Next pitch is downstairs.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
And now 2-1.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Ripped on a line. Nimmo snags it for the second out.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up, he'll find a hole.
Now it's the right fielder, Kyle Stowers. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Pulls that one foul. In the air, left field, down the line, and that will fall. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Otto Lopez. First offering, and it just misses. Just missed. Next offering is fouled back. 2 outs. Now this one gets away from the catcher. Runner holds tight as the count moves to 2-2. 2-2 now. And down on strikes he goes. Picks up strikeout number 7. 1 left for Miami as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. And we're back, ready to go, bottom 4. And now the first baseman, Pete Alonso. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Thought that was a no-doubter. Like the wind was holding that in this ballpark.
So up next for New York, Mark Vientos. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. And it one-hops the wall. And that's a double.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
One out, runner at second. Jesse Winker, the next to hit. He popped out his first time. There's a strike.
0-1.
That one is absolutely belted. And it's into the gap. Coming home. Play at the plate. Got him.
That really hurts right there. This is no time to gamble. When you're down in the ball game, you've got to be sure if you're going to advance a runner or even try to score right there that you're going to be safe. Just a poor decision.
Luis Torrens now at the plate. Fly to left his first time. Just missed.
Ball 1. Counts 1-0.
Winker on at second with 2 down. That misses. Now 2-0.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Just missed. Tyrone Taylor in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. .3-0 down. Right through there for a strike. So runner in scoring position, and now the tying run comes to the plate. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
And now the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. 0 for 1 so far. There's a strike. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. 2 left for the Mets. Still down by a count of 4-2. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Peterson back to work. And there's the strike.
0-1's the count.
There's a swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Got him looking. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. And at the plate for Miami, Xavier Edwards. A switch hitter batting right.
Well, Boog, after watching the first inning of this one, you would not have expected that this pitcher would be in such a groove and still.
Nice grab.
Great diving catch on the line drive, and the ground does not cause a fumble. Great athleticism on that play right there.
Griffin Conine, the next up for the Marlins. Conine checks his swing, appeal to third, didn't go. 2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. Foul ball. And that's a little bit high. And a count 2-1. And it skips in the dirt. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Here's the center fielder, Derek Hill. That's in there. Strike 1. And that's in there at the knees.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
2 outs. And they'll do it again. Got it. That's his 9th strikeout so far. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Marlins 4 and the Mets 2. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Out in front and foul to the left side.
Well, these Mets, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. There's a
swing and a drive. And it hits the fence. And that's a leadoff double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. When you see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106.
Nobody out. Lindor has a chance to tie it. He's already homered here in this one. Tap foul at the plate. Lindor was born in Puerto Rico, but actually played his high school ball in Florida. Ground ball to the right side, and that's just foul. Off the mark there. Ball one. To the right side, Mervis. He steps on the bag, and that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Nimmo in the box now. Takes strike one.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
Little chopper rolls foul. Acuna stands at third with one gone in the inning. And ball one.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Fortes down to first with it. And it beats him for out number two. That's a strikeout.
Now batting, right.
Here's Juan Soto. 0 for 2 in this one.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Checks his swing. Now an appeal to third. No swing. Just held it back there. Soto swinging a drive. Deep right field. Aimed to score from third. And they trail by one. Cut off, throw to second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Here's Pete Alonso. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
Just missed. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Ronnie Enriquez up and loosening in the pen. Backer also throwing. That's off the inside corner, and it's 2-1. Tying run in scoring position. Last half of inning number 5. Time asked for at the plate prior to the 2-1 pitch. And a big swing and a miss.
2-2 the count.
Strike three, got him swinging. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
We're back, and they make a change to start the sixth. The new pitcher, Jose Butto.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's the catcher, Nick Fortes. There's a strike.
You know, these Marlins, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Up next for the Marlins, first baseman.
And up next for Miami, Matt Mervis. A little bit high, maybe. Ball one. That one to first. And foul ball. Just missed. Out towards left center. Nimmo ranging after it. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Myers up for the 3rd time and takes ball one. That's in for a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. And that one hit to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So they make short work of him there. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. It's the Marlins 4 and the Mets 3. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Ronnie Enriquez.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Well, 1-run game. Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. Outside low, and it's 1-0. Miami's bullpen with some action. Calvin Fauché appears to be getting loose. Veneziano also getting ready. Next offering in the dirt. 2-0.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Next offering in there for a strike. And a count 2-1. That one missed. Jesse Winker in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That's in there. 3-2 now.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Three and two now. On the ground to third, Paulie. In plenty of time to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Next is the designated hitter, Jesse Winker. 1 for 2. Just missed. Home team down a run here in the bottom of the sixth. Not close with that one, and it's 2-0.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Down the middle for a strike, and it's 2-1.
2-1.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a man aboard now with one away. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Luis Torrens. In the air, out towards left center. Squeezes it, and there's two away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor.
So digging in, Tyrone Taylor.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Going 1.
0-1.
This ball's chopped to the ground. That's the third out. Mets strand 1. Score holds at 4-3. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Oscar Brazoban.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, 1-run game, and now for the Marlins, Kyle Stowers. Brazoban in his 3rd season, 35 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Next offering is down low.
Three balls, no strike.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
And a 3-0 finds his own. Right through there for a strike.
3-2.
And that's a strikeout looking. Went back to the sinker, and it was successful. Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Jumps, throws, it's there, and that's a great play.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball, and then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Now at the plate, Graham Pauley. Edge of the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. And the 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. The rope into right, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. In safely, It's a double and his second hit.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. Swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
The shortstop takes the ball. Line drive, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. Save! In comes the run from second. It's 5-3.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
2 outs, runner at first. Now here's the cleanup, and here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Huascar Brazoban will depart. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Danny Young. This is his 3rd time out this year. That pitch gets the inside corner. It's 0-1. And there's a ball.
Ball 1.
Up and in, and that's ball 2. Runner on the go. Right side. Acuna slings to first, and that is the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 5-3. Set for the last half of the 7th, and stepping in for New York, Luis Angel Acuna. And the first offering is not close. Fastball for a strike. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Line drive and a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
Here's Francisco Lindor. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. Really important at bat coming up now.
Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. 0 for 3 in this one. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog. Not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Line drive, caught.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
Big situation, and here comes the big bat of Juan Soto. You gotta feel like there's a pretty good chance this game is gonna turn on one swing. First pitch, and he just misses.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Outside low, and a count now 2-0.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, you're going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
There's the strike, and it's 2-1 now.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back there. And that one becomes property of the beast. He leaves the yard to right. It's 6-5. Well, that swing changes things.
Yes, it does. They were in striking distance. They found a way to fight back big time. That pitch looked like the splitter, but normally doesn't stay that high in the zone. The bottom falls out, at least to bring it around belt level, but that one just stayed up, and with that kind of velocity, it's going to get hit really hard, as it did right there.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Ronnie Enriquez is done, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. Jesus Tinoco takes over on the mound.
Jesus Tinoco.
And next for the Mets, Pete Alonso. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. That is upstairs for ball 1. Still only one out here in the inning. Next pitch in for a strike, and the count 1-1. Next offering is fouled back. Up the middle. That's a base hit.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
And here is Mark Vientos. And that one pulled foul. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Konai settles underneath it. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Jesse Winker.
Jesse Winker up now for the Mets.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Breaking ball in there for a strike.
That slider breaking in can be a tricky pitch. If you don't finish it and have that bite at the end and it stays out over the plate, it can get hit a long way. But that was a good one right there.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that gets down into the gap. Coming home. Safe. And they lead by 2.
Well done. Drives in the run. They got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
Man at second here with 2 away. So up next for New York, Luis Torrens. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1. Four runs already in the frame. Here, the bottom of the 7th. That one finds the corner, and the count is 0-2. Good eye right there. On the ground to the left. Tosses to first. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. They get 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and leave 1. 8th inning coming up. It's the Mets 7 and the Marlins 5. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Ryan Stanek.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Hill, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. And that's down and away.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
And now 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that's
3
in the
balls,
dirt.
1 strike.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Nimmo makes the grab, one down. And here's the catcher, Nick Fortes. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Stanek, he's one of those guys that seems like he's out there to do just one thing, and that's strike people out. That clips the corner.
He looks frustrated when a guy puts a ball in play, and that's what you're doing. You're coming in, putting out a fire, high leverage situation, and with his kind of stuff, everyone expects him to strike out hitters.
Throws to first in time.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Matt Mervis will hit next. When you think about building a bullpen, is strikeout rate one of the main things you're looking at?
Absolutely. And we're talking about working from the back forward. Those last 3 innings are the toughest ones of the ball game.
The Marlins down by a pair, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next pitch is outside. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And the Marlins down quietly, and they're down 7-5. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Lake Backer. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. And stepping in for New York, Tyrone Taylor. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. There's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
0-2 is the count.
That's a ball. Went with the sweeper.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Taylor races for second, and he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
That's a good job right there. You got 2 strikes on you, just got to battle.
So up next, Luis Angel Acuna. Fastball for a strike. Runner at second, nobody out. Next offering is in for a strike. Good job to fight that one off. Cut on and lifted in the air. Conine. And it's caught for the out.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Went with the sweeper, but it misses. And that's outside. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
2 balls.
1 out and a runner at second. Runner takes off for third. That one ripped. Dives. What a play.
He takes a huge gamble right there. If that ball gets by him, the run scores easily from second, and the hitter maybe ends up on third. But a great job, excellent focus on the dive, and he robbed extra bases on that one.
And next for the Mets, Brandon Nimmo. First pitch just misses. Right through there for a strike. The next pitch misses, and it's 2-1. There's the strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Batter calls time and steps out. He needs a refresh. It is a big at bat. Two now. Popped up, middle of the diamond. Lopez. He's got it, and that is that. Mets leave one. They're still up 7-5. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the 9th. Now here's the Marlins DH, Dane Myers.
Now pitching for the Mets, number 39, Edwin.
And a pitch. That's outside. And that's ball one. Diaz, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, and occasionally uses a cutter. Good hitters count the 2-0. Fouled off. He was late. And there's a strike. Good heater, 98. Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Singy, that's a start.
Yeah, as soon as that ball got through, I could see down in the dugout, guys pumping their fists. They know that they got a chance in this ball game.
And at the plate for Miami, Kyle Stowers. That misses the zone, and that is ball one. Just missed.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touched it.
And it's even up.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
The tying run at the plate. On the ground, right side. Throws to first in time. Now one gone in the 9th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
So digging in, Otto Lopez. And that's in for a strike.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
In the air, right side of the infield. It's going to fall for a hit. The run comes in to score from second, and it's an RBI single, and now they trail by one.
Big time at bat right there. Comes through, and they're back within a run.
Kind of just punched it out there the other way. Didn't hit it real hard, but he got just enough of it to dunk it behind the infield. And I tell you what, you'll take those every day you can get them.
Now the third baseman, Graham Pauley. That's to third. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. So it's their last chance in this one. Xavier Edwards digs in now, trying to deliver as the hero. Just missed.
This is the guy they turn to get the most important outs of the ball game, but they're going to make him work to get this save.
One-run game here in the top of the ninth. And fouled off. Swings and misses. And that is strike two.
2 strikes.
The Fish down to their final strike. Lifted to left, and this should do it. He puts it away, and that'll do it. The Mets strand the tying run on base to win it.
That looked like the pitcher was getting into a little trouble there, but quickly brought out a pitch that isn't what most hitters are looking for with that great velocity. But it was really good movement on the changeup and a nice win today.
One-run game here today. Your final score, 7-6. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.